The Bills-Ravens game, another marquee matchup this year. Again, Lamar's a running back. He can't do well against the elite teams. He's a running back. You'll never win a Super Bowl. Lamar has to lose week 1 against Patrick Mahomes, a fall to 1-5 against Patrick Mahomes, and likewise, a similar outcome is going to happen against the Bills. The last full-blooded black quarterback won the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 22. We're referring to Doug Williams. So we haven't seen a full-blooded brother win the Super Bowl ever since Super Bowl 22. This can all change 37 years later because, again, Lamar Jackson is Gamache 37. He can beat the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. Another matchup I like, if they don't make it, is Jalen Hurts against Lamar Jackson. Philly, Gamache 37. I mean, it's possible. It's worth mentioning Philly 82 because the city of New Orleans, Louisiana, is Gamache of 82. So I misspelled, but without the, that's basically where you get 82. And Doug Williams is born at Zachary. So I suppose the Eagles, you have to consider the Eagles just in case if the Lions don't make it, because my big four, my big three in the NFC this year is going to be the Packers, the Eagles, and the Lions is my big three. So Allen improved the 2-2. Keep the towel over there. The Ravens would fall to 6-6 against the Bills. 66 is the Caesars Superdome, the stadium that's hosting the Super Bowl this year. The Caesars Superdome. Caesars is 66. Baltimore Ravens is Gamache 66. So I think the Ravens are going to fall to 6-5 against the Buffalo Bills. Let's check home and away. This game is at Baltimore. I don't know. I mean, if the Bills beat the Ravens, then suddenly now the Chiefs and the Bills are the two big favorites in the AFC. Baltimore leads 5-2. Will we see a comeback in this game? It's comeback. That's Gamache 53. What about Gamache Derrick Henry? It's interesting though. You gotta consider this. Derrick Henry's Gamache 75. If the Ravens have a big game at home, they can improve to 7-5 against the Bills. I guess it just all depends on the record in which the Ravens start out this year. Regardless, Ravens are totally going to beat the Cowboys in the Raiders. Let me tell you that. The Ravens will absolutely beat the Cowboys. So they'll start 2-1 like Caesar's Gamache. It could be a 2-2 sequence. It can. It could be a 2-2 sequence. And they could go for a 3-2 against the Bengals, and of course, Tigers Gamache 32. But my theory is that well, actually, before we end this, I mean, the Ravens could be 1-2 against the AFC before facing off against Joe Burrow. Joe's Gamache 12. So even though Derrick Henry has Gamache 75, even though hypothetically speaking, the Ravens could improve to 7-5 against the Bills before facing off against the Cincinnati Bengals, because Cincinnati Bengals is also Gamache 75. But I got to look at the AFC record of 1-2 because it can be 12 years later. The Ravens can win the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's number 12. Tom Brady told Lamar Jackson, you're the next quarterback to win their first Super Bowl since my retirement. Basically, is what Tom Brady is speaking about. I gotta say, so far I like the analysis is not complete, obviously, yet until we go to the playoff until we go to the player record in the regular season. I mean, Lamar can get the first win in the year against Vegas. Lamar's 18, Vegas Camacho 18. His 43rd win against the AFC Las Vegas, Nevada, Camacho 43. Should we include the playoff record? Yeah, his 29th loss overall against Mahomes, and I think his 30th loss overall against Joe Burrow instead of the Cowboys.